DeBoer and the Tide head into Missouri to face off against Bo Pribula and the Tigers. Missouri has overexceeded expectations this year. Bo Pribula, he has been a very great quarterback, great addition for the Missouri Tigers. And Ahmad Hardy has been considerably the best running back in college football this season. Uh, this is going to be Missouri's first big test. They're the best rushing team in the SEC, and Alabama faced off against one of the great rushing teams in college football last week against Vanderbilt, and they held up nicely. So we'll see how that matchup comes down.
People are hyping up this game to be something that it isn't. Last year, Missouri came into Alabama 6-1, ranked 22, blown out 34-0. They played Kansas this year and only won by I think maybe single digits. I don't think they're a good football team this year. I think that Alabama comes to them and they lose by probably 21.
Oof. All right, so this is interesting to me because last year at this around this exact same time of the year, Alabama they only had one loss, and how did they finish? They
Um,
finished with two more.
um,
They got a tougher group of games coming up here. They got Missouri, they got Oklahoma again, and I'm forgetting someone else. But they're going to get tested. Everyone after the past 2 weeks, the Georgia win was a good win. They own Georgia. Everyone knows that. Vandy has improved, but Vandy win is not completely moving the needle for me. I think that people are similar to last year. They're hyping up. They are back in on the Tide, and I think they drop. I think they drop this one. I think that the Missouri. I think Missouri's high power offense maybe too much. Missouri. They've done a decent job of getting to the quarterback. And I think they do a decent job exposing Caden Proctor, the fraud that he is. And I think Missouri upsets Bama.
Missouri's high power offense versus Central Arkansas, Kansas, they won by 11. Louisiana, they beat South Carolina by 9 and they played UMass. Missouri has not played any type of competition that Alabama has.
uh, I think that I think that they have not been tested, but I feel like the Georgia win for Alabama is really like I think a lot of people are putting Alabama as like this like unbeatable team just because they beat Georgia. I still think Alabama's good and stuff. I think that Ty Simpson has proved me wrong. I believe he is one of the best in college football. However, I just feel like Kalen DeBoer, he beats Georgia and then he dropped one to Vandy, Oklahoma. Like this feels like that type of game, and this is not the same Tigers team as last year. Last year's Tigers team only were ranked because of their year prior. Like this is a whole different team. So give me the Tigers in this one. As much as I hate to say it, I think that Alabama is going to lose a couple games this year that they shouldn't, and they, I think that they shock Alabama. I think it's 35-31.
I could easily see a universe where Missouri shocks the world, but I'm not going to underestimate Alabama. Ty Simpson's looked great this year, and Jen Miller showed a lot of promise last game. Uh, I think Alabama will just be the better football team, and that's what it'll ultimately come down to. Missouri doesn't have the greatest road environment, uh, so I don't expect that to play too much of a factor. And it all comes down to how Alabama is able to stop the run, which they were very much able to versus Vanderbilt, but they struggled mightily against Georgia and FSU. So it's kind of a toss up, but give me the Crimson Tide in a close one.